In order to understand how to master your strategy, you have to understand one thing, and that thing starts from your mindset that every strategy works in the market. Now, I didn't actually know this because while I was new into trading, what I normally do was I was looking for a perfect strategy that would be giving me money all the time. But little did I know that every strategy works in the market. You just have to stick with the one that works and resonate with you. And what do I mean by resonate with you? There's a strategy that you are actually used to that is kind of like your personality, kind of like the way you like to do things. Okay, now in this video I'm going to be walking you down to how you can master a particular strategy and become consistent in it. Like I said, every strategy works. Now let's take for an example. You are into a particular strategy and it's a trend trading strategy. Let's say whenever the market comes to the trend line, you want to execute your trade and place your trade out in the buy or in the sell. Now whichever way that happens for you, we need to understand what strategy is and what is trading strategy before what dive into understanding how you can master a trading strategy. Now first of all, ever heard of the word strategy? What is strategy? Now every business has a strategy where they use in getting customers, where they use in working in a particular sector and all of that. Okay, now I'm going to talk about what strategy is. Strategy simply means a plan of action. Now, what does a plan of action do? That means before taking an action, there must be something you have already planned out. Like, if this thing should happen, I'm going to be doing this. That's a plan. Okay. So, whenever that thing does not happen, you don't do what you said you're going to be doing. So, but oftentimes as a beginner, there's one mistake I always made, and which I believe every trader can actually resonate with it as a beginner trader, that even if the market does not give you what you said you would do, you will equally do what you're not supposed to do. Of course, starting up is always like that. Okay, but now let's get to understand strategy is a plan of action, right? Now, how do we say we are actually having a particular strategy? Let's say, for example, like what I'm having on my screen here. I said whenever the market comes to this, but where you see where I entered the market from. Okay, let me map it out. Where I entered the market from this particular trend. Now I said whenever the market comes down here to this zone here, I was going to be entering on the buy and going up. That was where I placed my trade. Now you can notice my stop loss is here. I said if the market should come below here, because I was looking at this left order block, at the left side of the order block, the head and the right. Now if you haven't worked the chart pattern where I talked about different kind of chart patterns, there's a video I created about it. Okay, you can actually have access to it on the comment section below. I will drop the link there. So this is it. This is the left side, this is the head, and the market gave me the right side. That was why I placed the trade. Now if this market fails, this is where my stop loss is. I'm going to be getting out. It's equally a strategy. Now I said a strategy is a what? Plan in action. Plan of action. Where I said if this happen, I'm going to be doing this. Okay, now let's dive right into understanding. Now master how do we master a trading strategy? Yeah, that's the most sensitive question. How do we master a trading strategy? Now the first thing you have to do is to make a decision. Now the decision you have to make is, this is the only strategy I'm going to be trading. Now when I started this video, I said every strategy works. Okay, every strategy works. Now why am I saying so? Because if you are new into trading, you're going to be entering so many strategies and you're going to be changing from it. Now this is where my eye opened from, understanding that I was thinking there's one perfect strategy that's going to be giving me money, whereas every strategy works. If you can stick with that strategy and develop it over time, you understand it. Okay, that there is profitability in it. I'll give you a clear example. When I was trading the trend trading strategy, when I started up, even when the market is on a counter trend, I want to sell. Maybe perhaps the market was bullish. Okay, but developing the time after understanding that, hey, I had to call myself in order and be like, this is what I want to do. Okay, this is what I want to do. Then after sticking close to it, I started developing other means of making more money, still with the trend. Okay, still with the trend. So you have to understand that there's a decision that you have to make. That decision is, this is the strategy that I want to trade and I'm going to be sticking to it. I'm not a fan that believes that there's so many strategies that you have to be trading to make it. No, I believe in one strategy. And that one strategy, this is one beautiful thing about it. Now, I had a meeting with my boss sometime. I think it was 2 days ago, and it was like, and Sammy, since you are fully into day trading or you're a full-time trader, don't you think you should be checking more opportunities in other trends, in other market flow to get more profit? Now, he's saying I trade gold most of the time. Okay, now why do I trade gold? I will just simply tell you the truth. I trade it because it rewards me of my time. I've been on gold like for the whole day, and once it was 8 p.m. in the night, just an hour to 9 when I normally close, because I trade from 1 till 9. 9 p.m. Not that I'm on the chart trading like that. No, I actually have break times that I come back and all of that. So just few minutes to wait, few minutes to I would say it was about 8:30 or so, about 8:30, few minutes to 9 o'clock, few minutes, few hours rather to 9 o'clock, and I saw an opportunity and I placed a trade. Before the next 20 minutes, I already got 10 times of my risk on gold. 10 times of my risk. That was closing the day profitable. Okay, that's the reason I trade gold. It rewards me for my time, unlike other peers that you may see some big moves and all of that. So that's just that. So I said that I was going to be sticking with gold, but he was like, don't you think you should check other opportunities in other markets? Well, it's not a bad idea, but using the same strategy. Okay, using the same strategy. If you have mastered any strategy, you can actually trade in any market. Now, I'll give you a quick take. I was thinking that I was going to be trading for my son. Okay, in a particular, I'm married though, so I was thinking of trading for my son until he comes. So I was thinking of getting a particular account funded on VIX 70, 75 or so. So I was going to be trading that on weekends because I know the market actually moves. Synetics moves on weekend, but I'm a gold trader. Okay, so I said that I'm going to be doing that. Now, while I said so, it's because I saw the market always obeying my strategies. Guys, always obeying my strategies. See, if I go into any market today, any market, Euro odd, GBP, JPY, mention them, GBP, JPY, odd card, Euro odd, Euro, JBP, JPY, and all of that. The one thing I'm looking for is my strategy. I've so mastered it that if I come out like, hey, what's happening here? And I know what I'm looking for. There was something my boss used to tell me those days when I was in trading. I think my second year in trading. He said, when I go into the trade, that's what he used to tell me about himself. I know what I'm looking for. And I was like, what is man saying? Me, I actually go into the trade and I look for what the market is doing and I place my trade. It's not like that. Guys, you have to master one strategy. Now, talking about strategy, I will be leaving a link also about strategy. I trade a particular strategy. If you're new into trading and you really want to understand how to find your own strategy, you can actually watch a video or you can come for a tutorial. Okay, you can come for a tutorial for us to train you on how to trade. Now, the basic truth you need to understand is that you cannot teach yourself how to trade. That's the mistake. And coming online to say I'm going to be entering YouTube to learn how to trade, yeah, it's good, but there are some topics that you cannot skip. This thing is rated in sequence. It's actually placed in sequence when you need one topic to the other, this topic to the other. So you follow them directly like that, so that you don't miss any step. Because in trading, if you miss anything, it's not actually like school that you have a caravan. You will lose your money. That's just the thing. Okay. So the first thing that I said, you have a decision. You have to make a decision to find one strategy that is working for you and get in touch with it, follow it to the T. Okay, now yesterday, okay, let me say today, I came to trade on gold. Okay, I saw I was mapping out GBP, USD, and gold. So I checked out and I was waiting for the market to give me opportunity on gold. I saw two setups. Okay, so I was there and I was waiting. I was also waiting on GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY failed. Looked as if it failed because they didn't give me any good opportunity. So I went to gold. Now, trading on gold, I actually placed a trade. And what happened on that trade? The market went up. And I saw that the market was going to be reversing and all of that all of a sudden. So I decided to close in position. That thing was what? About to reverse. And I was waiting for another opportunity. What was I looking for? My setup. Okay, immediately I closed my phone. I left. I said, let me take a rest. That was my break period, and I came back. The market has already gone. I was like, what happened? So when I checked, my strategy played out. Now, guys, this is one thing that people make mistake for. I used to do it. I would jump in then. No, there's no need for that. Okay, now I've already seen a setup again on gold where I'm expecting the market to do something this time around with a good opportunity. Now, the fact that I missed my trade or my strategy from entering the trade, it doesn't mean that I've failed. No, I'm even excited because why? I went to the market and checked what happened. Don't forget, when we check what happened and it's our strategy and we learn something new, it's actually a blueprint for us to make more money. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is when you get into the trade and you lose a trade, then okay, let me just say it like this. All the losses that I made while I started up trading is actually a step to becoming successful. Every successful person was once time a former loser by David Bemer. So you need to understand that everything is possible in our trading. And the one thing that is most important, our strategy may fail. That's what I'm going to be walking you down to. I'm going to be showing the next stuff that I am actually excited. Do you know that I was talking to someone that I said, do you know that you can actually make losses and still end up in profit? Yeah, that's the course. And that, I think that was a particular course that my boss actually paid about 600k plus to learn. Then I was privileged to learn from him. Okay, so this thing works. I can actually close up with losses like last month. Okay, let me give you an example. Last month I closed up with, I think I had about 11 trades. I lost 5 and I won 6. Now this is the concept. I ended up with profit way bigger than what I lost. There's a secret to this thing, guys. When I was like, I wanted to know this stuff. I wanted to go to South Africa to get this information from some traders there, but I never knew that I could get it here. The problem was from me. Okay, now as a trader, you need to understand that everything that will make you successful is already inside of you. You just need the right person to show you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. And this academy will actually show you what you need to do. I trade based off myself. So when I'm teaching you, I'm actually teaching you from my own experience. That way is better off than telling you someone else's story. Okay. Now the first thing is what decision making. Now the next one is you have to be disciplined. This is where the problem is. If you want to be wealthy as a trader or you want to be successful in anything, discipline is paramount. When it comes to forex trading, you cannot outgrow discipline. That is where it is. You can't outgrow it. It must be there. In fact, it's the blueprint of your money that you make. It's discipline. The discipline in this context, it actually helps you in staying guided. Let's take an example. I'm coming to the market to look for something. Now, when I come and I don't find that thing, now what do? I exit and I close. But when you're not disciplined, you come and you be like, let me learn something new. It's not time to learn something new. If you want to learn something new, you have to close your network. You have to disconnect yourself and understand that you're not trading. You are actually learning. Now, learning is different from placing a trade. Placing a trade is actually what you're already used to. That's, yeah, what you're already used to, a system you're already used to. Why actually doing learning process does not involve you putting down in that money, all of that, except you have a demo account that you're trading. Okay, I'm talking about traders that are already advanced. Now the third one is, now this was where is the trading plan. I think I wanted to create the free course for to teach people how I'm able to understand my own trading plan and how I'm able to close with profits even after making losses. Guys, it's possible. You end up with losses, you are still ending up with profit. How do I make that thing happen? It's a secret, and it's a course, it's a special course. I wanted to give it out for free, but I think the offer is closest. Except we will also open an offer in the future, but not now. But if you want to come for a training on that, I was losing for over 3 years in trading until I found out the secret. So if you want to know it, of course, Sammy, I want to get to know about this. You can DM me directly on WhatsApp. My link is there on my biography there on WhatsApp, on Facebook, sorry, on YouTube. There you can actually gain access to it. Okay, so we talked about trading plan. Now, what's trading plan? You know what they say, if you don't plan, you've already planned to fail. So definitely there must be a plan. So what's trading plan? Trading plan talks about what you are going to be doing, the number of trades. Do you know that we calculate trades? I didn't really know this off of my trading period. We calculate trades. Like for every trade, I'm accountable to it. How much is going in? Where am I leaving the trade? Not when my excel is being hit. Now this is a mistake we make. We wait for the market to hit our excel before we get out. No problem, that's cool. But for me, I was listening to a trader and I think I love what he said, and I decided to adapt to it. When I get into a trade, like I told you here in this my screen, that when the market comes here, sorry, okay, when the market comes here, I will exit the trade, right? That's what I said, because this is where I enter the trade. Now, if it should retrace down here, not here, here's a structural level, no doubt, but if it comes here, I will exit the trade. Why? My main reason for entering this trade was because this was in alignment with this. So if it's come below here, somewhere here, it's no longer in alignment, I'm closing the trade, I'm out. Or the market would have stopped me out a long time ago. Okay, but there's something else that I do. It's not in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing that. There's something else that I do, that if I get into a trade, aside from my excel is below my entry, right? Good. But before my excel is being hit, there is something that I want to see that will make me on my own close to trade. That is me being in charge of me. That is more powerful and is more technical than anything else. Okay, it's more technical than anything else. Rather than me saying SL must be hit, it's now often that line. Let me give you one secret. Now, if my SL is not being hit, let's say I'm risking $500 in a trade, and I said if the market gets here, I'm going to be exiting, and when it comes close there, it's about $100. I close the trade and I get out of the trade. Look for the next opportunity. Now, if I get the next opportunity to risk another $400 and the market moves in my favor, I'm going to be recovering from the loss faster than waiting for it to hit my SL. SL is good, no doubt, but you need to understand something, that you need to know when to get out. Okay, the same way you know when to get in, you equally need to know when to get out. Your Excel is not telling you when to get out. You are the one to tell yourself when to get out. That's a different concept entirely. That's where the profitability comes about. Okay, that's all for this video. Don't forget to share. Okay, thank you.